Hi guys and gals and kittens, and welcome to the I Need a Magic show. In this video I'm going to show you how you can wrap an Open API specification. Open API, not Open AI. Open API, for those who don't know it, is a standardized way of declaring what an API can do, its input arguments and what it returns, and authorization requirements, etc, etc. And in this video, I'm going to take an Open API specification and generate using AI a Hyperlambda HTTP endpoint that wraps that thing, allowing me to consume it from inside of my cloudlet. So let me first go to HyperID. Let me expand modules. Let me expand Chinook. Let me do album post. So here you can see this is a Hyperlambda file. Now, if I hover over it here in the all files section here, you will see that there's an icon that's allowing me to generate Open API specifications for HTTP endpoints. If I click that guy, I get an Open API specification for only this particular endpoint. If I do the same thing for the folder as a whole, I get every single endpoint inside of that folder. As you can see here, I'm going to be only generating for a single function. I'm going to copy the JSON. So now I'm done. Now I can create a new module, bar.get.hl, and then I can write HTTP endpoint that wraps an HTTP, what do I have here? Okay, so I got the request body, create one record. Okay, so we're now in post. That wraps an HTTP post invocation, implementing the following Open API specification colon. And let's try. Album ID, title, artist ID, HTTP post, convert, headers, payload, album ID, title and artist ID. Okay. Return the result of the HTTP invocation. And there we go. Now, of course, it deleted my comment, but that doesn't matter. I can tell it to generate a detailed file level comment explaining the code. Okay. Doesn't matter. Some demo trolls you must assume. So now if I and also okay, micro error. Let's try. Album ID. 1. Title. Hola, Senora. Artist ID. 1. Access denied. Yeah, because it requires authorization. I could do that too, and I'd probably be able to get away with 80% of that code being declarative in form and exclusively using AI, but I'm not going to do it. Point is, if you have an API anywhere that publishes an Open API specification, then you can wrap that file, that endpoint inside of Magic Cloud by copying and pasting the Open API specification into the Hyperlambda Generator, at which point the Hyperlambda Generator will then actually generate code that implements that specific specification. And then when it's inside of your cloudlet, you can use it as an AI function in your machine learning models, or you can use it as a reusable function from other Hyperlambda files, etc., etc., etc. And I think that's pretty kick-ass. Now let's try something even more complex, right? So now I'm going to log in with my root account here, and then I'm going to tell it to list all modules. This is the machine learning type from the other day where I was showing vibe coding, allowing me to create new modules and stuff like that. Can you search? I can't remember if I have searching the web capability. Okay, search the web for HubSpot documentation specifically related to contacts. Then generate an Open API specification allowing me to create new contacts in HubSpot. Let's see what it comes up with now. Yes, show me the Open API spec. In JSON, please. Okay, so HubSpot, now it generated version 3.0.1 HubSpot Contacts API. Let's see how it looks like. It's a post, it goes to CRM, API hub API.com. I'm not sure if this is even correct, but it doesn't matter. The point is it's illustrating the use case. It's a post, contact properties to set example. Okay, so it seems to be taking JSON, and then it returns 201 if it is successful. Okay, create a new module named HubSpot integrations. Then use the Hyperlambda Generator to create an HTTP endpoint that wraps the above Open API specification and return the code to me. See what it comes up with. So now it's creating a new module called HubSpot Integrations. Then it's trying to generate Hyperlambda code for an HTTP post endpoint that accepts JSON payload for creating new contacts. Let's see what it comes up with. And now it's posting towards hubapi.com/CRM the three objects contacts, application JSON, and it passes in properties being email, first name, and last name. And then it's returning the content of that guy. Save it as create contacts.post.hl in the, what was the name of the module I created? HubSpot integrations module. Ensure the file has a detailed and intentional file level comment. Now if I refresh here, I should have a new module called HubSpot Integrations that has a create contacts post, which is very well commented. According to my view of this code, it should work perfectly, except it does not provide a bearer token. So in theory, I could modify it until it doesn't read my bearer token from configurations, etc. But that will be an exercise for another video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.